Hello again, welcome back everyone. Liquorhound here with you. Thank you for joining me for another Spirit Review video. And today we're going to be talking about the Big Peat Christmas Edition. I figured it's getting past fall, we're heading into winter, we're starting to get those really cold nights, and what's better than a big smoky Islay whiskey to start that campfire on the inside of your belly, feel that smoke, feel that warmth coming through. And I thought, you know, of all the bottles I have, what's a good bottle to maybe let y'all in on? Something that's still readily available, and I thought, nothing better than the Big Peat Christmas Edition. The reason was in 2013, that Christmas Edition actually won the blended whiskey of the year by the Malt Advocate. High accolades for such a inexpensive bottle. This year's 2014 edition, I've had the 2013 edition. I have the 2014. I believe the 2014 is actually a little better than the 2013. Both are phenomenal. 2013 definitely deserved that accolade, but the 2014 is definitely worth seeking out if you can find it. Now, it is available on some retail store shelves right now. If not, look online. You can find it online. I know of a few stores, the Whiskey Exchange, probably one that still has it in stock, but search around. You can find it here in the States as well. Okay, now what goes into the Big Peat blended Islay whiskey? Of course, all Islay distilleries. We're talking about they use Ardbeg, they use Bowmore, Caol Ila, and as well they also use some very infamous Port Ellen goes in here, along with a mystery distillery, which word on the street is Laphroaig, with possibility of them adding in some Lagavulin every now and then. But either way, as you can tell by the color, we are not talking sherry Lagavulin. If it is, it's very minimal going in there. You don't really taste any sherry per se. You will get some berry fruits, you will get some orchard fruits as well. But overall, it's about the name, Big Peat. So let's go ahead and get to the nosing of the Big Peat Christmas Edition. 55.7 ABV, does not feel it on the nose. I do like to open the glass up for about 5 minutes, let it kind of aerate, burn off some of that alcohol that initially comes out of that glass. And what you're left with is a very sweet, creamy smelling Islay whiskey. You do get a lot of, again, the orchard fruits, so some red and golden apples, maybe the subtlest hint of some apricot underneath, and then you get some red berries sprinkled in, a little cinnamon, and that really nice earthy smoke. And when I say earthy, think like a very light mushroom underneath on the aromatic, and then billowing smoke coming out. A lot of brine as well, very, very salty. You feel like you're right there at the coast. Alright, so now let's get to the tasting. Nice viscous feel on the palate, about a medium to medium high level of viscosity and oiliness. As it goes in, it does feel very creamy. Medium amount of sweetness to balance that heavy smoke. On the mid palate, that's when the berries are coming in. That's when those apples are starting to show up. Briny right away. A briny sweetness. Wow. And then you get as the apples and you start picking out the berries, that's when the smoke starts billowing out, filling the mouth full of that big peat smoke. The thing I like about it is, even though it's big, it's never out of balance. I don't feel like the smoke gets carried away or the fruits get carried away. Nothing gets carried away. As a matter of fact, another thing I like about it, there's no heavy medicinal or iodine qualities to it that you will find in some other Islay whiskeys. This one, not so much. It's just very creamy and smooth and sweet. It's very balanced. Beautifully done. Again, I was kind of hoping something like this would have been their blend of the year for this year, the 2014. Unfortunately, it wasn't. They didn't pull the Four Roses back-to-back thing on them. But, you know, the one they selected was the Last Drop. 50-year-old blended whiskey, aged in sherry casks. Problem with me with that selection was it's $4,000. There's only 388 bottles to go around. I was kind of like, you know, most people aren't going to get to taste that, much less ever see a bottle. So I was kind of hoping this route. But I do have one right here This was the one I was really pulling for. I've had it. It's phenomenal. I was hoping this guy would have gotten Blend of the Year. The General Compass Box creation. You know, 2 casks, 30, 40-year-old whiskey in here. It's phenomenal. Top 5 whiskey in my book that I've had. Like I said, I was hoping it would have been there. There's actually 1,698 of these out there. 53.4 ABV, so nice and big. But, hey, can't have it all, right? So we'll be happy with what we have, the Big Peat Christmas Edition. Hope you can find it out there, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Everybody have a great evening, and cheers.